So we're on top of this mound here, showing Jay this beautiful area along the river. This is just one of the many mounds I've seen out here. What do you think of this one? It's pretty large.
Yeah, it's a good sized mound, and it's tall too. I would say it's more tall than it is wide. So
yeah,
as far as some of the mounds that we visited in the past,
we're up here on the top of the mound. It seems like.
Yeah, it's a good 20 feet down to the river.
Yeah, right here, great views of the river. Staying on top of the mound. It's a little hard to see because there's a lot of vegetation and stuff right here.
But yeah, it's a good 20 feet down. You gotta watch your step. You end up impaled on those cypress knees down there.
Yeah, there's a lot of cypress knees in this area. Oh, let's walk around, explore the section more. There's Jungle Jay making some videos of this amazing shell mound here. What do you think of these layers of shells that we're seeing?
I think it's fantastic because we've got thousands of years of history right here.
I mean, you can
kind of imagine already, my man. Think about how small this little guy is. It's a small morsel, and you have millions of them in here. And you can see that already thousands just on the surface. And this mountain goes way back, and it's really tall. And you can imagine how many of these things they had to eat over how many years to get a mound this tall. And you can see the layers of mussels and snails of all types. There's apple snails over there, and man, this is crazy.
look at this. So you can see all these layers back in here. You can see all these shells here, layers of them. Look at this. Jay's pointing out some of the layers here. Are there pottery fragments in there?
It looks like one. This
wow.
one, here, and here.
That is amazing.
I mean, these mounds are full of fragments, man. They break a pot and there's junk. We'll throw it in there with the shells. The crazy thing is, though, it's like when they do that, it's not like it's polluting anything. It's made from the materials from this area.
It's natural.
Yeah.
Natural debris.
It's not like breaking a bottle or, a beer bottle out here. It's not.
Yeah, and just leaving it behind. It's like returning things to nature.
Yeah.
Right?
Pretty much. I mean, it's only creating more, substance for the soil. Yeah. It holds it together pretty good. So.
Well, as you can see how much it's built up.
And you got plants growing out of it like crazy, and it's not razor sharp, so you'll never cut yourself on something like that.
These mounds would get so large, they were places of higher ground for the natives along these river areas, the floodplains, because we were walking along these areas and you could see how much the water gets up. So these mounds would be a place of high ground. Okay, we're exploring along this mound. And we're gonna make our way out of this area further into the wilderness. Real slippery here, be careful. Right here on the edge of the mound, a lot of thorns. How you doing back there?
Yeah, I'm okay.
So this part right here.
Make sure our footing's solid. Don't want to end up in the drink.
My footing is good. It's just these thorns are holding me back.
Yeah.
All right.
Almost. There you're clear. There you go.
Okay. And as we're walking through these areas, we always do our absolute best to take care and not leave an impact here. Okay. All right. Climb up out of here. All right, so there you have it. Let's look over here. You can see how high up this mound goes. Look at this. You can see behind us how much the mound slopes upward there.
Yeah.
Jungle Jay and I are getting further into the wilderness. We're starting to explore along this floodplain here, and it's absolutely amazing here. Such beautiful nature. We're hearing some wildlife in the distance. Look behind us here along the river. You can see all those cypress knees and some of the cypress trees.
That cypress right there is fantastic. Big opening there. That's actually, when you look at it, very mysterious. On a foggy morning, that would look like something out of the movies. Something from a fantasy film or a horror film or something. That's just the coolest spot right there.
Such a magical place out here.
Yeah.
We hiked out to this area, made it to this mound. It's another shell midden out here. And it's not as large as the last one we were just visiting, but you can see a lot of shells as we're starting to navigate around the area. Work our way down this way. You can see behind us is the floodplain. So the natives built their mounds right along this floodplain here. And as we stand here, I like to imagine how the area must have looked 500 plus years ago. How different it must have been, the climate and the water levels and how big the mound was. And you can see traces of it here still today, which is really fascinating. What do you think so far?
That was an absolutely incredible place. These cypress knees out here are by the thousands, and it's very dense. It's nice.
Yeah. We're getting deeper into the wilderness. It gets dense out here. You can see right here the mound. Jungle Jay's over here. What's going on?
Nothing. I was thinking that this might have been a dugout canoe, but I'm second guessing myself.
Interesting. Well, you do see sometimes these dugout canoes that get washed up.
I'm thinking that it might be a little too thick.
Yeah, I never seen one. I think I've seen them before, but it's hard to, you know, we've been to some areas where we think we've seen them,
Yeah.
but we can never tell for sure.
Yeah.
But this looks, it does look kind of formed, and
It does. It's got flat sides.
we're back out here in the floodplain by this large cypress tree. It's really amazing, just some of the interesting features out here. What do you think of this area, Jay?
Oh yeah, these cypress swamps are really awesome.
Look how tall these cypress knees are. Take a look over here. Right here behind me. See all those cypress knees? Check this out, Jay. Right behind us is this old cabin from the early to mid 1900s. And it's right here along the river. Let's go take a look at it. Come on up. This is a really neat historical cabin out here. And as you can see, it's been out here for quite some time. And it's made of the cypress wood. So it's been able to endure the test of time. Jay's getting some video clips. Let's walk around this cabin, take a look at it. See here, part of this roof here is collapsed. Jay's checking out the cabin. What do you think?
Nah, it's fantastic, man. I think it's probably like a hunting cabin or something. Yeah, look, you still got hinges on the doors. There's some screen left over. But this wood is really nice.
Yeah, durable cypress wood here.
Spring in there. There's his old bed there. Some of the floor is still intact right over here on this side.
Yeah, you can see the floorboards. Very interesting. Staying in here by this old cabin. Pretty amazing. What do you think of this so far?
This is really neat. I love it. One more payment and it's all ours.
Imagine being out here, enjoying the river, nature all around you. Must have been quite the experience staying out here during those days. But let's go take a look inside here. There's not much left inside the cabin, and it's pretty small. See part of the door here. Come on in, Jay. Welcome home.
Thanks. Thanks. Make yourself at home, right?
Yeah.
Put my feet on the coffee table.
So you can see old bed frames there. Some of the floorboards remain. Piece of the flooring over there. So imagine this cabin still standing for many years to come. You come outside here in the front, take a look at the view. So we came across this interesting specimen here. What is this, Jay?
This is called a column stinky squid, and it's a type of fungus mushroom that creates a secretion that smells a little corpse-like and attracts insects so that it'll spread its spores about. Here,
Wow.
check. Yeah, here, pick it. You see, it's got
Oh
these.
my goodness.
All right.
Ooh,
Then
it feels good.
Oh, you can already smell it.
Feels gooey. Oh my
Look
gosh.
at that nasty stuff inside. Take a whiff, my man. Go for it. Get in there, boy.
Oh, that stinks really bad. That stinks really bad.
Let's get up close. Oh, look at that.
It stinks really bad.
Yeah.
This is something I hear grows naturally.
Yeah. The thing about it is once you've smelled it one time, you'll always know that smell, and you'll be able to find them just by walking by. You'll smell it on the wind. Oh, that's one of those things.
I've smelled them. I've never seen it.
But here I am.
You gonna eat it?
No. They say that they're not inedible, but I've never tried. The smell is very off-putting. It's worse than, let's say, the durian and things like that.
Let's put this back.
Yeah. So it's got enough. It's grown enough to where the insects will come in and find the goop, and they'll still spread the spores. So it's not going to pulling it out like that's not going to destroy it. They'll definitely find it and continue to, what do they call that? The spore propagation or something like that.
Yeah. Interesting stuff. You always find these kind of stuff out here in the wilderness.
Yeah, that thing stinks. That thing honks. I'm going to rinse my hands off.
Thanks for showing me that. Stumbled across this area. May have been part of a midden. This area here is flattened out, so it's hard to really tell where the actual mound is, but in this vicinity we can see a lot of shells on the ground and even some pieces of pottery fragments, possibly a point. What do you think? Right here.
It's either that or some type of tool.
Yeah, or a tool, something like that.
And it was it kind of looked like a leaf, at first, and then I kind of poked at it, and then bloop, there it was.
Yeah, there's a lot of leaves on the ground, so a lot of this stuff's covered up and hard to find, but when you look closely you can see the shells and some of these fragments out here. Very interesting. And this is a good indicator that we're on the right track, getting closer to some pretty interesting history out here on the river.
Yeah, pretty neat.
Let's carry on.
All right.
How you feeling so far?
Me?
Yeah, you holding up?
Huh?
Holding up?
Yeah, I'm holding up.
You're used to getting out here deep in the woods, though.
Yeah. What
I mean,
live for, man.
You get out here, you often get lost for days.
Yeah, I tried to at least. That's the whole point. You know, get lost on purpose, find your way back.
Yep. We come out here to get lost. Get away from it all.
Mm-hmm. Just get away from the hustle bustle. No more traffic lights and, you know, car horns and fast food and, you know, TV. None of that stuff. Get out here in the quiet. Reset.
De-stress.
That's right. Decompress.
Decompress. Okay, we came upon this Indian mound here. Look at this, right through the woods. We'll go look closer, but you can start to see the mound formation here. You ready to go check it out?
Yeah, man. That's pretty wild. It's big. Man, it's huge.
Yeah, this is a large mound.
Very
You see
popular place in the past, man.
Yeah, you can see it here. Right here. And then it continues on that way. This is incredible. We hike up to the top of this mound here, and this is one of the larger mounds we were talking about that we've seen. So climb up to the top to get a different perspective. We're up here. Let's climb back down. So now we're down at the edge of the mound towards the bottom here. So that's probably about what, 20 feet up maybe?
Mm-hmm. Seems like it.
Yeah, somewhere around there, but it's really neat. Check this out, this oak tree behind me. It's massive and it's growing outside this mound here. You see the mound formation here in this oak tree. See some pottery fragments here. Exploring further along this mound. It's so large, it just keeps going further along into the woods here. It's starting to get very dense in these areas. And trying to find jungle jay. Sort of got separated out here in the woods. We're exploring and doing our own thing, and not sure where he wandered off to. We will find him. All right, I found jungle jay. He's out here roaming around this mound. You're out here just straying around. What do you think?
Yeah, I love it. I was hanging out back here because it's really jungly. It's a very jungly spot right here, so I decided to have a sit and eat a candy bar and recharge and start exploring this mountain some more with good old Florida Trailblazer here.
Yeah, this is an amazing spot. We're just taking a break here. So peaceful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
It's dense back in here, like you said too. It's like jungle-like.
Yeah, I know one thing, that river's full of fish.
I bet. make our way around these tree trunks here. A lot of fallen trees on the ground. Yeah, you can get a good view of the mound right here.
Oh yeah, look at there. And it's starting to shallow out over there, so that's probably the end of it just there.
This mound is really big because we've been following it for a little ways here along the edge, and we're finally coming towards the end of it, I think, like you were saying.
Funny bricks.
Who knows, you know, back in the days when this mound was being utilized, it was probably a lot larger.
Yeah, I was looking at that stone right down there.
Go through here. Okay. Well, it's still going.
Yeah.
See the mound right here?
You know, I tell you, it must have been some party.
Well, this was a major habitation. So, look at this tree. Jay's filming it. You see it standing here.